So, Tournament Desert tends to be both players open up with 3 ref, then use their strip to crawl towards the other side. So you get 3 ref here, you get a strip on this side, you get 2 refs here. Same down here, 3 refs, crawl over this side, 2 refs, and then the players kind of fight over ownership of map positioning. Seeing DJ open power plant racks, similar for rootbie, going power plant racks. Opening moments of this game, don't expect a huge amount to happen, but I could be surprised. Both players getting their scouts out, as you can see.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
So generally speaking, it's useful to have like 4 or 5 scouting units, 1 to each corner of the map, and then 1 directly towards your player. Seeing 2 refs go down here for DJ, and a silo to better place out the 3rd ref. Meanwhile, rootbie has got his 2 refs down, getting the 3rd ref straight away. Meanwhile, DJ has secured his 3rd ref as well. Slightly better spacing. What will tend to happen in the mid to late game is that this bunch of tib mines out quick with the hars, and then they have to go all the way over here. But if you've got a further extended ref, it'll get this tib a bit easier. Both players on 3 ref. Expect to see them start transitioning towards this side, or for this player to start transitioning over towards this side. rootbie getting a good look at the back of DJ's base, whereas DJ hasn't got any vision of rootbie's base just yet. He does have access to this bit of the map, which will let him know if he's going towards the left hand side, which is very useful. But we'll see. The lack of any structures recently indicates to me that the strips are coming. So there's the first one down for DJ around the same time as rootbie got his up. Of course, the power plant here as well. It's a necessity. And we're starting to see the first buggies come down. DJ now getting a good look at the base. This is perfect timing, so you can see exactly what's going on. As you can see, as explained earlier, you see the silo crawls from both players towards the side tip fields. Nice little block from DJ here. Having the buggy in a position like this prevents your opponent from getting to put down their ref, so it delays them even if ever so slightly. It's even better if you can get the silo, especially after they sell off these ones. It can be the most infuriating thing. But meanwhile, DJ has gotten his first ref down. So because of this positioning, DJ is having the upper hand right now. Even though he's losing a couple of buggies over it, it's arguably worth it. Alright, we've got some more buggies coming into play. DJ's going to want to take ownership of this side of the map, so he's putting his buggies in position. Keep pressure on the opponent, who's now sold out the silos. He's going to pull back a little bit. Pathing, screwing him ever so slightly here. Has the 2 refs up here, so he's now up to 5 refs. Would be expecting to see a potential second strip from either player. DJ gonna pull his forces back. Has a couple of buggies here, perhaps to do some AOD style blocks, but he's been caught off guard. Looks like rootbie going for something similar here, but he's going to get cut off. DJ pulling back, whereas rootbie is going full in here. He wants to try and take control of this side of the field, while DJ counter contests the left side. Seeing a Conyard cell after the second strip going down from DJ. Meanwhile, rootbie has gone for 5 refs, but he's put his 5th ref on this side. So he's going to mine out in that tip field pretty quick. Still has his Conyard, doesn't have the second strip up yet. So DJ's going to be pummeling him in terms of a unit count pretty quickly. Not going to win the fight here. This could go either way. It's enough to push rootbie back. He's going to regroup here. So we're seeing DJ take full ownership of this side of the map. Also coming in here to do a little bit of damage. Going to try to go for the ref.
Unit ready.
Catching off a few loose buggies here. Alright. DJ doing some serious damage on the left hand side now, while also holding the right hand side. Has seemed to have lost a single harv on this side and sold the respective ref. Seeing Tur come down for rootbie to try and reinforce this section. Meanwhile, he's also being able to hold here. We're seeing the harv running for its life. DJ tended to go after it, but is opting to hold back. Coming down the right hand side of the map. We're seeing the second strip finally come down for rootbie and the Conyard cell, but it's very late. DJ already has a pretty overwhelming lead of units on the field. And more sitting at home waiting to join. Gets one ref. Still amassing units back home. Possibly going to get the harv here. He's regrouping his forces in the top left side of the map. Ready to come straight down the side for reinforcements. Now that is nearly... Well, he split his army in two, so he's got half it over here and half it over here. But DJ's got bigger numbers on the left. rootbie now just going to sit back tight here. Meanwhile, DJ's ready to come in with the bikes. A couple of bikes peppered in with the buggies is always very effective, especially against the armored units. So harv goes down here. This is a nice snipe. So this takes rootbie down to 3 harvs versus DJ's 4. Gotta watch that turret, it's gonna eat you up. rootbie coming in, hoping to cancel out the difference here, but not gonna pull it off. Even if he gets the ref, the harv is what you really want. rootbie being forced back. Meanwhile, you can see here, rootbie pushing him off. Gonna try regroup both teams' forces in the center, it looks like. Pretty neck and neck in terms of units killed. DJ has a slight lead. Nothing major though, and his right hand side is exposed. He has his full army gathered on the left hand side, so rootbie's gonna be able to come in and take this. DJ spawning it, but it might be too little too late. Now while DJ's forces are exposed here, would love to see rootbie go all in with these units to the top left. It looks like that might be what's happening too. Not gonna get the ref here, so he is opting to switch over to the left. But DJ's gonna have enough time to pull his full forces over here to defend it. Nice. Yeah, and with that, DJ's forces are just overwhelming rootbies at this point. He's got the numbers advantage. He's had most of the positional advantages through the game. I think that last push could have potentially worked for rootbie, but DJ was just too on top of his game. And now he has enough units here to hold while rushing down the center. If you take out his power, it cripples his production speed, and it's just GG at that point. Especially being down to 1 strip now. 1 strip and no power against this many units, it's GG. It's a good game. It's fairly back and forth, both players using Nod's armies effectively. Just using the full speed. I think it's a good demonstration of why position matters so much in these Nod mirrors, particularly on a map like Tournament Desert, where there's not a lot going on. The only things you really need to keep on top of is constant unit production and where you have control on the map. And like little things that we've seen DJ do, like even blocking the harv ref placements here, it cost so much time for rootbie and delayed him, so he managed to get his DJ managed to get his second airstrip up before rootbie as a result of that. And he's just able to get the numbers advantage, and then on top of that, being able to take control and do just little attacks on either side of the map and to take advantage definitely paid off in the end. GG's for both players. Well done, DJ.